Hi everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now in the last video I started off by saying thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers on the channel, and since that video it's only been a few days but we've hit over 700 subs, which to me is absolutely insane. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, I'm so thankful and so grateful each and every one of you that have subscribed, that have been showing me support on YouTube, in Discord, on Twitter. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you guys so much. If you're new here, I've got over 5 years crypto experience and I'm a qualified financial advisor in real life. Any questions, I'm looking to help as many people as I can, so please jump in the Discord, leave any comments, etc. And without further ado, let's just get straight into today's video. Now, the crypto that we will be discussing today is a layer 1. Now, before we get into the specifics of that project, I want to quickly show a snapshot of the top 100 coins around the peak of the previous bull cycle. So as you can see in the top 10, we've got Ethereum, we've got Binance Coin, we've got Solana, we've got Cardano, we've got Polkadot, which is more of a layer 0. But those 3, 4, 5 coins that I just mentioned are all layer 1s. And as we go down into the top 20, top 30, we got more coming out. So we got AVAX, we got Polygon, we got Algorand, we got Stellar, we got Cosmos. So yeah, as you can see, there's a massive demand for layer 1 projects in the top 100 for crypto. I'm not going to go through all of them because there are quite a few there. But what I'm trying to say here is layer 1s are always going to be in demand in crypto. They're kind of crucial to what crypto and what blockchain are. And whilst each layer 1 can vary in its specifics and its niche, they're just always going to be about. So with this cycle coming up, with more capital getting injected into cryptocurrency in general, we can expect newer, faster and better technology layer 1s to absolutely fly and to even surpass, these previous older technology. The project that we will be discussing today is called Aleph Zero or AZERO. Now this is a layer 1 focused on privacy aimed at enterprises or businesses. And we can see here it says blazingly fast, exceptionally private. Deploy Web3 apps that are as fast as legacy solutions. Aleph Zero is a layer 1 that enables teams to deploy scalable, secure, low cost and zero knowledge privacy enhanced products across multiple verticals from DeFi and gaming to enterprise. AZERO mentions having ZK enhanced products. Now, a lot of people in crypto don't know exactly what this technology is, and it can be a bit confusing. They have a really good article on their website here which explains what zero knowledge proofs are, but to put it in my own words and to hopefully explain it more simply, zero knowledge proofs is a method that allows one party to prove to another party that they know a piece of information or secret without revealing exactly what the information is. Now, to use an analogy, imagine that you have a friend that claims to know a secret code to access a hidden room. They can't tell you the code because it's obviously sensitive information, but they want to prove that to you that they really know it. With zero knowledge proofs, your friend can essentially demonstrate to you without revealing the actual code that they do indeed possess the knowledge required to access the hidden room. Now, this is valuable in crypto because it obviously enables trust and authentication without exposing sensitive information, therefore enhancing, security and privacy in digital interactions. So back on the AZERO website, right at the front, they have this section here called Get AZERO. And if you click on it, you can see that you can literally buy AZERO in a number of different currencies, easily select how much you want to spend, $100, $200, however much, and you can use a credit card, debit card, or even Apple Pay. Now, this is absolutely insane for a crypto project to have this ease and simplicity to purchase. Most of retail can't use exchanges. They don't want to use DEXs, sexes, whatever. They don't want to use it. So something as easy and user-friendly as this right at the start, this is the kind of thing that can help lead to mass adoption of a cryptocurrency. Going further down the website on AZERO, we can see that they've been featured in the Nasdaq, CoinDesk, my company. We've got some interesting companies here that they've been featured in. We've got Build Fast and Scale Easy as well, jumping out at us, which we will get into later on in the video. But I wanted to point out these stats right in front of our faces. So we've got 0.9 seconds, so less than 1 second time to finality, which is exceptionally quick for a blockchain. We've got 0.0003 AZERO average cost per transaction, which is so cheap when you compare it to market leaders such as Ethereum, where you're going to be spending, 10, 20, 50, over $100 even per transaction, which isn't efficient, user-friendly or sustainable. We got over 200,000 accounts and also 161 mainnet validators. So AZERO is another crypto project looking to solve the trilemma issue often associated with blockchain networks. That is normally the issue of security, scalability, and decentralization. However, AZERO take this one step further and also look to solve a privacy issue as well. So rather than looking at 3 issues, they're looking to tackle 4 major issues. We can call that a quadlemma in this scenario. Now, I've mentioned other projects on this channel looking to do similar. You know, Cardano was trying to do it last cycle. We've got Casper breaking through this cycle. So obviously it's not alone in trying to tackle this, but it's obviously got this privacy niche attached to it as well. So the first challenge is obviously scalability. You know, it's widely known that the most popular blockchains, Bitcoin and Ethereum, are limited by scalability issues. You know, they've got 3 to 15 transactions per second. The technology is nowhere near what's required for mass adoption. It even says here the confirmation times for BTC are counted in minutes rather than milliseconds. We saw the instant finality of less than a second for AZERO's technology previously. But AZERO as a platform ensures near instant finality and is capable of efficient scaling on both the consensus protocol level as well as smart contracts. Now, I have seen numbers thrown around, but I believe it's about up to 100,000 transactions per second for AZERO, which, you know, blows the 3 to 15 TPS completely out of the water. The challenge of security in blockchains is also a known issue. Even though they're decentralized, they are still prone, you know, especially the smaller networks, to being attacked on a daily basis. AZERO looks to tackle this issue with their Aleph BFT consensus protocol. It says that they can tolerate up to 33% of malicious committee members without affecting the validation process. And each transaction is confirmed as soon as 67% of the members agree upon it. Now, in my previous video on Cubic, they also have a similar consensus model as well. Additionally, it says here AZERO attempts to be decentralized and is leaderless as well. Doesn't have a single node in control of creating a total order of units at any stage of the process. Finally, we have the privacy problem. Now, in the future, data is going to be the currency of the world. You know, you're going to have smart cities, you're going to have data connected to the Internet of Things. Everyone's personal data is just going to be everywhere. You got the blockchains that is going to be transparent. So data is going to be absolutely huge and it's growing day by day. And that obviously leads to the potential problem of data leaks, data manipulation, you know, things like that. Essentially, what this is going to say down here, what AZERO is trying to do is they've got obviously the zero knowledge technology we've spoken about already, but they've got ZK snarks as well. But in simple terms, the solution allows for private interactions amongst multiple users in various applications, you know, ensuring that sensitive data remains confidential while still enabling collaboration and functionality in decentralized systems. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this already, but AZERO do a really good job on their website of looking clean, crisp, professional, and laying everything out that you need to know about the project, which I can't really say is the same for many crypto projects out there. Like the website design in itself just looks clean and very aesthetically pleasing and just, you know, it just looks professional, like it's going to go somewhere. But yeah, in terms of applications, it says Aleph Zero enables businesses, governments and developers to build new solutions that will benefit from using a decentralized architecture. And we can see a list of them here. So, you know, you can build smart contracts, you've got supply chain management, automatic payments and shared revenue agreements. We've got wallets and dexes, DNS, game assets as well, databases, asset digitization, Internet of Things, tax payments, you know, we've got everything. And you can click into each individual one to learn more as well. But I'm not going to do that because to go for each and every one would just, it'd be like a 45-minute long video. I'm not really trying to do a deep dive into AZERO, but you know, it's just great to have this kind of, I don't know what the word, professionalism and just ease of access to information for a crypto project. You know, usually you have to read some over technical white paper, which, let's be honest, retail are really not going to do. But when you can go on a website and see exactly what project is about and what it's trying to do, and you know, when it looks as clean as this does, it really is a way to bring on mass adoption, in my opinion. We've also got an easy to access and very easy to understand project roadmap as well. We can see that we're currently in phase 6 right now with all these tasks in progress. Phase 7 is obviously up next with this all to be done. But yeah, we can just see exactly where the project started, you know, as it's progressed over and over and over through each phase. And it's just, yeah, really easy to understand. There is an excellent breakdown of AZERO's tokenomics and utility as well on their website. We can see that out of a total supply of about 354 million, roughly 258 million AZERO tokens are in circulation, with 71% currently staked, which is, you know, a very high number. We've got over 200,000 wallets as well, with a current market cap of around $400 million, but this is fully diluted. We'll get onto the actual market cap later on. But it says here that there's an inflation of 30 million AZERO per year, which at initial glance sounds daunting, but they do a great job at explaining why this inflation isn't as bad as you may think. So going down, we got obviously the utility of the token, and it's pretty standard stuff here, validator node staking, they get paid in AZERO. You got the DEX swap fees, we got wrapping assets, votes, and obviously network fees as well. The markets that AZERO is currently on, we've got Gate, KuCoin, Mexi. I never really know how to pronounce it. Huboy? Huobi? I don't know how to say it, but BitTrue as well. So it's not really listed on a major tier one as in Binance or Coinbase yet, so we are still relatively early on that front. But as we saw previously, you don't even need a market to purchase this. You can literally do it directly through your credit, debit, or Apple Pay. The wallet support is great as well. You got Ledger, they got their own wallet, their own AZERO wallet as well. Nova wallet, sub wallet, so you can store it safely and securely as well. Now there is an excellent visual diagram on their website displaying AZERO's tokenomics, which clearly breaks down, at what point in time, what tokens are allocated, what is left to be unlocked, etc. And, the total allocation to different parts, team, foundation, seed, etc. But for simplicity for this video, we can see that, obviously we're going a bit out of date here, it's about a year ago, but there was about 250 million in circulation out of the 324 million a year ago. But the key thing to take away is in about 2.5-3 years from now, so 10th of November 2026, the total supply and estimated circulating supply is going to be 436 million, which for a layer one project in crypto, I think it's pretty good. It's not, the supply isn't too high where, it's just going to become oversaturated, etc. But it's pretty good supply in my opinion. There's a great video on the AZERO website explaining exactly how and why the inflation mechanism was implemented. But long story short, essentially there were foundation nodes set up at the start, obviously for the network to even, be a thing. But inflation was introduced as an incentive for users, 10% going to ecosystem growth with a 90% rewarding nominators proportionate to their stake. Now, the way they've set the mechanism up, eventually we'll get to a point where the foundation nodes will have no privileges and will be treated the same as everyone else, every node since then, any community node, etc. And AZERO will be vital in making any community decisions in the future, as we've seen previously from its token utility. Moving on to the AZERO ecosystem, this thing is absolutely huge. This is so vast in terms of its partners, developers, investors. If I was to go for each and every one, it would take so long. But what I like is that they've got categories and we can see exactly what type of investor developer partnership that they have. So, we've got DeFi, we've got centralized exchange, metaverse, DEX, identity management, launchpads, NFTs, privacy, oracles as well. We've got gaming down here, bridges, Web3 infrastructure. I'm not going to list all of them. It's down here. Meme coins as well, my days. But yeah, their ecosystem is absolutely huge. They've got tons of partners, tons of investors, so much going on in this ecosystem, and it's not really out there. It's not even pushing top 100 yet, which makes you think, if this does make a climb, how is this list going to be looking? What kind of numbers are we going to start to see here? The team behind Aleph Zero is also massive and fully doxed as well. We can see that they boast experience from companies such as IBM, Stellar, Capgemini, Google, Uber, etc. And more. We've got some figures here. We've got 59 team members, 60,000 happy users and hodlers. You got grants, you got daily, emissions if you are environmentally conscious. I don't know how accurate these are. This could be out of date. But yeah, we've got the founding team here, PhDs galore, research and development. Look how many people. I can't exactly list everyone here, but it's just great to see, first of all, such a huge team looking like an actual, massive business, but also pictures, and they got little bios of everyone as well. If you're interested to go jump in and have a read. But, a fully doxed team with this kind of experience is always a massive green flag. Now, there are two announcements that AZERO have made recently, which are pretty interesting. So the first one was a partnership with Deutsche Telekom, the first global enterprise to validate a privacy-enhanced blockchain, which is pretty big, especially in Germany. It's a massive company in Germany. If you're from the UK, this is T-Mobile. But the more interesting partnership is one with the Digital Euro Association. And it says down here, they're partnered with the DEA, a think tank that specializes in stablecoins, CBDCs, crypto assets, and other forms of digital money. Now, if you've been around the crypto space, you know that in the future, currency is essentially going to become digital, and there's going to be a lot of central bank digital currencies around and just in general in the world. So to partner with AZERO, and have the euro as essentially a partner, it's massive news, and it shows a lot of belief in the AZERO system and their technology. There's also a great summary on the AZERO website on their community. We can see active members in each form of social media. We got 12,000 in the Discord, 14,000 in the Telegram, 170,000 Twitter followers. We've even got Instagram followers. I mean, they're really trying to tick all the boxes here. One thing which I found really funny and interesting is that AZERO have their own merchandise. You can get t-shirts, notebooks, socks, mugs, bottles, coins, the works, which again, for a crypto project to be releasing this kind of merchandise is very interesting, especially if they're not even I mean, this is marked of like a top 100, massive, even like top 20 project to have this kind of funding and time to be able to do this sort of branding. Taking a look at some price analysis for AZERO, we can see that today it sits at a price of $1.33. Current market cap is about $350 million and a fully diluted market cap of $444 million. This is obviously taking into account more tokens coming into circulation compared to the data that we saw on the website. So the total supply right now is 266 out of 336 million. And if we take a look at the chart, we can see, it launched in, I think, early 2022. Yeah, early 2022. Reached a high of about just over $3 in April 2022, and then suffered this massive mini crash all the way down to about 60-70 cents. And to be honest, since then, even though this was midway through 2022, going back almost 2 years, we've been stuck in this long accumulation zone of not really getting above about $1.80 and not going below about 70 cents. So I think my first purchase of AZERO was about $1.40. And since then, we've been down, we've been up, we're going down, we're going up again. So it's a bit concerning that, a project that is this good in terms of its tech, its partners, its ecosystem, it's been stuck in a long accumulation zone. It doesn't really look great. But in terms of this market cap, for a layer one privacy-oriented solution, $300 million isn't much. A 10x to 3 billion is, in a bull market, absolutely nothing. 30x could put it at just under $10 billion, which wouldn't even crack the previous bull cycle's top 20 at its peak in November. 100x to $30 billion now, we're kind of maybe stretching it in terms of, for this cycle anyway, what it can do from this position. But 30 billion would put it top 10 last cycle. But this time, with more capital coming in, you've got big investors, you've got asset managers, floods of retail, so much capital injection into cryptocurrency. $30 billion market cap might not even get you the top 20, top 30 position. It's going to be scary, the actual numbers that we're going to be seeing in crypto. We've got a market cap of under 2 trillion here. This could easily go to between 4 and 5 trillion, in essence, more than double what it is right now. But the reason that I would say for this long accumulation zone is just marketing. I don't think enough people really know about AZERO as a protocol, which I'm going to put an overlay on the screen. One of their developers in their Discord mentioned they're going to be focusing on marketing in the coming months, which is going to be quite exciting. So I want to use the term sleeping giant because I have a feeling that when AZERO breaks out of this pattern, breaks through that $1.80, goes up to over $2 and reaches kind of like a price discovery, it's really going to get some momentum, and we can see this blasting into $10, $20, $30, simply because of its tech, its partnership, its ecosystem, and its use case. We've got a unique layer one, not solving a trilemma, but a quadlemma, throwing privacy in there as well. It's an enterprise solution aimed at businesses, utilizing zero knowledge technology as well. Faster, better technology compared to previous layer ones. I mean, it's got all the makings and all the ingredients for, a really successful recipe coming up for this bull cycle. So wrapping up the video on AZERO, guys, we're going to head over to my coin scoring matrix. So does AZERO have innovative or excellent technology? That is a yes. Is it a relevant narrative? It's a layer one privacy oriented narrative. So yes, I would say that it is relevant for the upcoming bull cycle. Low market cap is going to be in the middle. It's not low, it's not high. I'd call it a mid cap. Good tokenomics is a yes. I know people have cause for concern of the 30 million inflation, but once it's broken down, you can understand why it's there. And a maximum supply of 300-400 million it's not high at all. Experienced incredible team, 100%. We saw the backgrounds of Google, IBM. We got fully docs team, pictures, bios, everything, and it's a massive team as well. So it is an experienced incredible team. Key partnerships is a yes as well. We saw huge ecosystem, which I'm not going to go through, but we saw Deutsche Telekom and we saw the EU essentially, which is great partnerships. Active community is a yes as well. We saw I mean, they had that community breakdown, 170,000 followers on Twitter. We've got the Discord, we've got the Telegram, we've got Instagram, we've got, you know, everything covered in terms of their community. And they do regularly update on their blog as well. Shiny Coin Effect is a yes. It wasn't around in the previous bull cycle. It wasn't fair launched, however. There was a private sale, early community sale as well. So I don't think it was fair launched. But we saw a promising roadmap. You know, we're in phase 6. We saw phase 7. It's regularly updated. You know, you can see exactly what they're doing now and what they plan to do in the future. And we saw, you know, there's going to be marketing involved coming up shortly. So yeah, guys, that is my video on Aleph Zero wrapped up. A very interesting project, very interesting layer 1. Obviously cause for concern given it's been in a consolidation phase for so long and it hasn't broken out at all, going kind of under the radar. However, I did use the term sleeping giant, and I think that if they can nail their marketing, they've clearly got the funding for it. You know, if you can afford to put your brand on t-shirts, mugs, socks, you've clearly got the funds. So if they can make a push for marketing, really get their brand out there. You know, we saw how easy it is to even buy AZERO. You know, you can buy it with your credit card, debit card. These are the kind of things that can lead to mass adoption. And if it does turn into a price discovery thing for AZERO, this is going to go into the tens of dollars. I've seen predictions for $100 plus. For me, might be a bit of a stretch for this bull run, but you know, who knows with the right marketing, anything can happen. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you again so much for the support you've been showing me. For every subscriber, thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Jump in the Discord, links in the description, is completely free. Have a chat with me in the community, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.